Hello and welcome to IndianExpress.com, and today we're doing a recap of all the best smartphones that we tested out in 2022. Now we are going across a variety of price points in this video and we're going to try and keep it concise. We're looking at premium flagships down all the way to the budget smartphones which start at rupees 20,000. Keep in mind that your favorite phone might not always make it to this list because this list is based on phones that we've reviewed and what stood out for us. So it's not a fully comprehensive list, but of the phones that really made their mark this year according to us. So let's start with the flagships, and we'll have to say that the Apple iPhone 14 Pro Max remains the flagship to beat this year. Apple might not have changed much in terms of design, but that deep purple was definitely a very interesting color choice. And when it came to camera, the iPhone's camera is still one to beat, as we saw in our testing. The iPhone remains a reliable phone when it comes to performance, and it is still the flagship to beat. Since we are talking flagships, there were three other phones that really made the mark according to our views. These were the Pixel 7 Pro, the Galaxy Z Flip 4 and the Vivo X80 Pro. Now let's start with the Pixel 7 Pro, which marked the return of the Pixel series in India. If you are looking for an Android phone that isn't just about the specifications but offers an excellent camera as well, along with great software features, the Pixel 7 Pro is the device to beat. And yes, as we saw in our testing, it still has an excellent camera to offer that can beat the competition Holo quite easily. And if you want something more budget friendly, then the Pixel 7's camera was just as good in our testing. The Galaxy Z Flip 4 was yet another interesting device this year. Now the Fold might appeal more to those who want something bigger, say unfurls into a tablet, but the Flip 4 definitely is something very unique. Now, the flip form factor makes this a very chic looking device, and it does stand out in the premium segment. Samsung is still, the leading option when it comes to foldables in India, and this is a category that is expected to grow further in the coming years. Finally, the last flagship that really made its mark according to us was the Vivo X80 Pro, and that's because they've been doing a terrific job on the camera front. Vivo introduced something called the cinematic mode on the video camera as well. This is something that we've seen iPhone 14 series and the Pixel 7 also bring in, but Vivo is actually doing a much better job out here. And even on a hardware front, the Vivo camera series is really taking it to the next level. So let's move on beyond the flagships. Now in the mid-premium segment, the phone that really stood out for us would have to be the iQOO 9T. Now this one really gave OnePlus a run for its money, and that's because iQOO managed to produce a phone which had excellent design, good performance and a very well-rounded camera, as we saw in our testing. Then there was also the Xiaomi 12 Pro, which was one of the more affordable flagships, if you will, and it actually kept getting more affordable throughout the year. It offered good specifications, especially on the camera front, and Xiaomi even packed a 120-watt fast charger on this. Moving on to the mid-range category, which is phones under rupees 40,000 for us, the phone that really caused the biggest hype this year would have to be the Nothing Phone 1. Now Nothing is a newcomer when it comes to brands, but they took a very interesting and unique approach. They didn't go with the specifications hype and instead chose to focus on design and delivered what is truly one of the most unique and different looking phones of 2022. The lights at the back and the way that you can use them to set alerts, notifications, it's something truly unique. And Nothing did offer solid performance as well, and even the camera and other performance kept improving throughout. Definitely Nothing is one of the most watched brands for 2022 and 2023 as well. The other phone that really made its mark in this particular category according to us was the OnePlus 10R, and this is because the phone offered everything that you would need if you're looking for a device in this category. It had an excellent camera, good performance, and OnePlus even gave you the option of 150-watt fast charging, so that variant would of course cost you more. The next category would be the rupees 20,000 to 30,000, and this is where a lot of the action really is. We see a lot of brands actually introducing phones in this price segment, and it was quite difficult to bring it down to just two choices. Our choices were the iQOO Neo 6 and the Poco F4. Now, the iQOO Neo 6 really offered good performance, a good camera, and for the price, it was quite well balanced as well. The Poco F4 was also quite a surprise performer in our testing. It had an excellent camera as well, and the design was quite premium as well. And finally, in the budget category, there were two phones that really stood out for us. These would have to be the Redmi Note 11 Pro Plus and the OnePlus Nord CE2 Lite. Yes, there are lots of good phones from Realme, Poco, and other brands in this price segment as well, but these were the phones we felt that made the most mark. That's because both the Redmi Note 11 Pro Plus and the OnePlus Nord CE2 Lite came with 5G, they came with a fairly reliable processor as well, and the Redmi in particular had a camera that just stood out in this particular segment. So yeah, that's our list for 2020, and let us know what you think of it, what were your favorite phones from this year, and what are you expecting from brands for the next year.